Hi everyone, and today I wanted to have a little chat about Charlie's last few outings because they've been quite eye-opening really. As many of you know, Charlie and I went to the county show on Wednesday where we competed in 2 training stake classes. Now for anyone who isn't familiar with the training stakes, basically what it is, it's a very much a working hunter style class, and the arena was beautifully dressed with trees, fillers and all the things that you would expect to see at a county show. What surprised me was that Charlie was actually a little unsure right from the warm-up. He was jumping on grass, which is something that we don't often do, and I could feel he wasn't quite his usual confident self. When we went into the main arena, it honestly felt like he had stage fright. He was hesitating, and that was just going past trees by fences we weren't even jumping. And this was something I'd never experienced with Charlie, and I certainly wasn't expecting it. He's normally such a bold, genuine horse, but he walked into an arena and seemed completely overwhelmed by everything that was going on, the atmosphere, everything. In the first class, he refused the first 3 fences, which resulted in us straight away getting eliminated. Of course, I was disappointed, but more that I was surprised because this simply wasn't the Charlie that I knew. I brought him back for the second class, and he was definitely a little better. He was taking things in and he was trying harder. And I felt as though he was beginning to process what was being asked of him. Unfortunately, he then refused fence 6, which resulted in another elimination. Now, I could have left the show and thinking, you know what, we've had a terrible day, but actually, I think what happened was that Charlie had simply found a situation that stretched his confidence and his experience. It was his first experience of properly dressed working hunter fences in a county show environment, and he just found it a bit overwhelming. So fast forward to today, and I decided to take him show jumping to our local venue. Going into the first class, the 65 centimetres, I have to admit I was a little unsure whether his confidence would return. And at first he was still looking for that reassurance. He shied as we went in at the timing clock. He was looking at the steps at the side of the arena. And rather than cantering confidently to the first 2 fences, he chose to trot in. And then I knew that his confidence wasn't what it normally is. So instead of chasing a result, my goal became just simply helping him to regain his confidence. And I nursed him round. I kept everything quiet and positive, and I let him find his own way. He ended up rolling a pole at fence 6, giving us 4 faults, but honestly, I was not bothered in the slightest about the faults. This was about Charlie getting his confidence back. And that was what mattered to me, that he jumped every fence and he finished the round feeling better than when he started. Then we went into the 70 centimetres, and straight away I could feel a complete difference. The hesitation had started to disappear, and he was travelling forwards. He was locking onto his fences, and suddenly he felt much more like the Charlie that I know and love. Yes, we managed to clear round, and yes, it was fast enough to win the class. But strangely, the win wasn't the highlight of the day for me. The highlight was seeing Charlie's confidence come back to him. After everything that had happened at the county show, seeing him jump fluently again, seeing him enjoy his job again, and seeing him believe in himself again, that was worth far more than any rosette. I think sometimes horses remind us that confidence isn't a straight line. Even the bold ones can have moments where they find something difficult. The important thing is giving them the opportunity to work through it and come out the other side. So whilst the result was lovely, what I'm taking away from this week is that Charlie, he had a wobble and then he recovered from it, just like we do. And honestly, I think that's something worth celebrating. So let me know in the comments if you've ever had a horse suddenly lose their confidence in a situation where you never expected, and how you help them work through it and get their confidence back. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Granny in the saddle riding real and true. Like, share, subscribe.